Here's an unpopular opinion. The last thing we need is more marketing. We don't need more platforms. We don't need more ideas. What we need is to get it right and get it tight. That's an 80s song. If you don't know it, look it up. But going through and making sure that we have everything optimized like it should and that we haven't settled into kind of the complacency that comes with doing something for more than a couple months. So I'm gonna give you 3 ways you might be feeling stuck and what to do about it. The first way you might be feeling stuck is by not having a content plan, not having a plan at all. When you're more reactive and living week by week rather than planning a month ahead or at least idea generating for the next month, it gets to be very chaotic and anxiety filled in your everyday. So what I recommend as a start, if you haven't done any content planning that's real beyond just jotting down some bullet points on a piece of paper, just make a Google Calendar and include or enter in any sales that you're having, important dates coming up, the holidays that are coming up, and what might work for your brand to talk about during those holidays. Any birthdays, anniversaries, special dates in your business. What your customer is thinking, feeling, and doing in that month is huge. And then create content around that. So from there, plan 1 hour a month of capturing behind the scenes, getting video of the product, service, the people, and getting photos of whatever the end result is of what they want to have or feel as a result of working with you. Doesn't take long to do that. Once you get in the habit of doing that, things get a lot easier. Number 2 is feeling overwhelmed by trends and feeling not cool enough, like having that imposter syndrome. Totally get it. I feel it every time I go to turn on the video and I can relate, believe me. But nobody's gonna pay my bills but me. I'm alone in my business. I have an awesome virtual assistant, but beyond that, I like to have control of my business rather than numerous employees. And with that, that means I carry the weight. And if I don't do it, nobody will. And you might be in that same position. If you're a social media manager, oftentimes you're the only one in the business. There might be a marketing team, but you're the only one doing social media. So hopping on trends doesn't really help to move things forward, but being real one-on-one, talking like this, connecting in a personal way, whether it's you or someone behind the brand, really will help you to get out of that imposter syndrome thought pattern and really will help you to feel like you're connected to your customer in a new or different way, and they'll see the difference. You'll start to see it in your metrics. So number 3 is not knowing where your audience is, or maybe not being clear on who your ideal customer is. So it's really important to revisit this every 5 years, I would say, if not every 2 years. Who is your ideal customer? Where do they shop? What's their age range? What motivates them to make a purchase? Times have changed and buying habits have changed majorly just in the last 6 months. So where are people hanging out online that you want to reach? It's really important to revisit that, and you can start by asking your customers. If you work one-on-one with people or you send out a survey, whatever the case, try to revisit that and figure out, where is everybody hanging out? Am I even on the right platforms to reach these people? Because doing anything for any amount of time, you really do become comfortable and complacent at times, and that's where you become more reactive and less proactive. So just being real with your customers and showing your authentic self makes such a huge difference, and visual marketing, I believe, is the way to do that. If you look at any of the platforms that you're using, it's visual marketing. There's visuals attached to everything, unless you use X's very few visuals, but it's still a visual platform in a lot of ways. Even LinkedIn has become very visual. So up-leveling your visual marketing is what's really gonna help you in 2025. I believe authenticity is gonna be the name of the game, showing real faces, talking like a real person. And when it comes to marketing, from my experience working with many business types, I've worked with flower shops and builders, remodelers, you name it, the strategies that I use in my coaching work in any industry, authenticity is what has always changed things for people, and getting connected to your customer is what creates that loyalty. So I believe in supporting small business owners like myself. That's why I'm here. That's why I have a YouTube channel. I don't care if it ever gets monetized. I really don't. I just want to be here to help people and give real strategies that can up-level your business, help you to feel like you've got it a little bit more together, because we all feel like a hot mess a lot of the time. But in reality, it just takes a few strategies and knowing how these platforms work and understanding your customer on a deeper level to advance and get your marketing unstuck. In January, I'll be opening up some coaching spots. I'm not looking to sell that in this video, but I'm my only marketing person, so I'm here to tell you that I will be taking some one-on-one marketing clients where we create a success path together and we work through those steps together, whether it's getting more 5-star reviews, getting your photo or video skills a little higher, creating better reels, carousels, learning who your ideal customer is, and having another set of eyes on your business and your overall marketing strategy is a huge help. You don't have to do this alone. We work alone enough. It helps to just have that other person there, and I love being that cheerleader and that guide to help people like you and like me, actually to be the person I wish I had a lot of the time in my business. I've had coaches in my business, but starting out in photography, I never really found that photography coach or guide or mentor that I really needed. I found it later in other industries. And that's when I began to realize that the strategies and the steps are all the same. It's just having that outside person to help guide you through it. And I'm really awesome at that. So I've helped multi-million-dollar businesses to expand and create more leads organically than I actually have with small businesses. I work more with mid-level businesses a lot of the time. And believe me, those strategies work with individual businesses as well. And it almost becomes a problem because the amount of leads that come in, we have to turn the faucet down, maybe raise rates or raise prices in order to handle the influx a lot of the time. That's a great problem to have. And that actually is my secret stealthy goal, is to get more leads than you can handle so that you can increase your rates, make more money, have more time with your family. That's what I want for myself and for everybody that I work with. So watch the next video and you'll have some more inspiration and more tools in your toolbox. So follow along and I'll be here to inspire you and guide you every step of the way.